What is going on, WWE fans? It is WWE at Home 219 here to give you the results and review of the Royal Rumble pay-per-view that happened this January 27, 2013. To open up the pre-show, we would see United States Championship matchup between The Miz and the United States Champion Antonio Cesaro. It was a pretty decent matchup. There wasn't really much to it, and there wasn't really any dull parts. But it did what it had to do, and it did what I expected it to do. Antonio Cesaro retains off the neutralizer. Looked like Miz got banged up with his knee as he took an awkward fall trying to hit Cesaro. But it was, like I said, a pretty average matchup. I'll give it a C to start off the Royal Rumble on the pre-show. And then now let's get into the show itself. The first matchup we would see is the last man standings matchup for the World Heavyweight Championship. Alberto Del Rio, the World Heavyweight Champion, taking on the former World Heavyweight Champion, The Big Show. And it was actually a great way to open up this pay-per-view. It was going around the ring. There wasn't a lot of action in the ring. It took it to the front of the entrance, and they were going off top of the entrance stuff, going through tables. Pretty exciting matchup, as Alberto Del Rio would end up, though, retaining his title versus the Big Show, as Ricardo Rodriguez would duct tape Big Show's feet to the bottom rope. Kind of a questionable thing for WWE to do, because you usually see those tactics from a heel manager, but now they're trying to solidify Del Rio as his face, and I guess it's kind of a cheating way to beat the Big Show. But it had to do what they had to do, as Alberto Del Rio retains against Big Show in a matchup that was pretty solid. I'll give it a B. And then this would then take us to the Royal Rumble. No, it wouldn't take us to the Royal Rumble match itself. Who am I kidding? I apologize for that. It would then take us to the tag team matchup, as we would see Team Hell No, the tag team champions, take on Team Rhodes Scholars. And I'm kind of starting to get old of this feud. I was hoping Team Rhodes Scholars could pull off the victory and maybe end this. But Team Hell No, surprisingly, in my opinion, a very surprisingly way, they pick up the victory against Team Rhodes Scholars, an average tag team matchup that I'll give about a C plus. So then this would lead us to the Royal Rumble match itself, the 30-man Rumble. Going into it, I predicted John Cena to win. I was expecting a return from Shelton Benjamin and Carlito, because I saw that on rumors, but hey, rumors sometimes are right. I was also expecting Mark Henry and Christian to be there. They weren't, which is surprising. The only one that really surprised me, and this was pretty epic, I pretty much marked out when this happened, is when I heard Chris Jericho's music hit at the number 2 spot to renew the rivalry that he had with Dolph Ziggler, as we saw Ziggler come in at number 1, and Ziggler and Jericho both put a great performance on. Bo Dallas came in around the middle of the Royal Rumble. He was the one that won the NXT tournament. Surprisingly, he was stayed in there for a while. I was pretty impressed with his skills. Um, as expected of me, we saw Ryback come out 30. The final 4 guys in the Rumble match, or final 5 guys, were Randy Orton, Dolph Ziggler, Ryback, John Cena, and Sheamus. It ended up being the final 3 with John Cena, Ryback, and Sheamus. And John Cena and actually no, Ryback would eliminate Sheamus. So then we'd see a standoff between Ryback and John Cena would end up knocking Ryback out of the ring. And John Cena has now earned himself a main event matchup to headline WrestleMania 29, and probably going to be for the WWE Championship. We'll see either if The Rock or CM Punk pull off in the next matchup. In the Royal Rumble match itself, I was a little disappointed that there were not as big as returns as I was expecting, but there was pretty cool returns with Goldust and The Godfather. That was pretty cool. It was better than last year's Royal Rumble in my opinion, and I'll give the Rumble match itself a B minus. So then this would lead us to the WWE Championship. The WWE Champion CM Punk, the champion for 400 plus days, taking on the Great One, The Rock. Now, going into this, I was expecting The Rock to win, but the way they made The Rock win is pretty interesting. The lights went out as The Rock was closing in on the WWE Championship. This matchup, might I say, was kind of slow paced, but then it kind of got into it, and there was a lot of reversals and kickouts and a lot of submissions attempted too. There was a botch on the Spanish announce table that wasn't pretty, because it looked like The Rock kind of got a little banged up after that. But like I said, as The Rock was closing in on his WWE Championship, we would see the lights go out, and then we knew that it was definitely the Shield, because we heard all this noise going on, and Michael Cole and Jerry the King Lawler and JBL noticed it was the Shield. And then, the Shield power bombed Ryback through the table. Remember, this is all dark, so we can't see what's happening. The lights come back on. The Shield's gone. CM Punk takes Rock, pins him in the ring. 1, 2, 3. CM Punk retains. I was pretty disappointed, because I thought, oh, here we go again. The Shield causing CM Punk to win another WWE Championship matchup. But then Vince McMahon would come out, as I told my whole family. Actually, my whole family decided to watch this pay-per-view, which was really cool. They really aren't all wrestling fans, but it was cool for us to bond like that since I'll be going off to college next year. But nonetheless, Vince McMahon would come out and say, CM Punk, I got to do what I told you that I was going to do, and that's strip the title. But then The Rock would get on the mic, and The Rock would say, we're not going to do it that way. I want to earn my title opportunity. And then finally, The Rock is the new WWE champion, as he would give the people's elbow to John Cena in a pretty epic ending, might I say. It was entertaining, and it kept me on my toes because I thought CM Punk retained. But then Vince McMahon came out and changed the whole entire outcome of the WWE Championship. So finally, The Rock, after 10 years, is WWE Championship is champion, and CM Punk's title reign is over. A very awesome title reign from CM Punk. I am not a CM Punk fan, but I'm going to give the man credit where credit is due and give him props for lasting 400 plus days. That was very awesome of CM Punk. Now, this pay-per-view in general, I predicted every matchup correctly except for the Tag Team Championship. Overall, this Royal Rumble did what it had to do. It's kind of setting up for a twice in a lifetime, I think, with The Rock and John Cena. Which that matchup with The Rock and John Cena at WrestleMania was better than the CM Punk Rock, in my opinion. That's just my opinion at the Royal Rumble, and I think I would like to see another rematch and maybe John Cena get his revenge in New York, where that is a very heated crowd that does not like John Cena. So overall, I'll give the pay-per-view a B minus. It was pretty solid, and I'm very excited that the CM Punk's title reign is over and that John Cena and The Rock is probably going to be happening. And then hopefully Dolph Ziggler will cash in maybe at WrestleMania or before that. Who knows? So tell me what you guys thought of the Royal Rumble. You're all entitled to your opinion, so put your comments down below. Like and subscribe to my channel, guys. Follow me on Twitter at Let's Talk _WWE, and take it easy.